In the twisted timeline of Age of Apocalypse, a world where Professor X died before founding the X-Men, everything changed, including the role and destiny of Pietro Maximoff, better known as Quicksilver. While he remains the fast-moving mutant fans know, his path in this darker dimension is marked by sacrifice, leadership, and a surprising moral center. Far from the arrogant speedster of the mainstream Marvel universe, Age of Apocalypse Quicksilver is a hardened warrior, a devoted son, and a key figure in the fight against one of the most brutal regimes ever seen in Marvel history. The Age of Apocalypse storyline was launched in 1995 during a massive Marvel Comics crossover event that spanned multiple X-Men titles. In this alternate reality, Charles Xavier is killed by his own time-traveling son, Legion, which allows the mutant tyrant Apocalypse to rise unchecked. The world is plunged into chaos, ruled by the survival of the fittest doctrine of Apocalypse. Magneto, Xavier's old friend and one-time adversary, forms the X-Men in Xavier's honor, and among his recruits is his son, Quicksilver. In this reality, Quicksilver never developed the same rebellious streak or disdain for his father that characterized his mainstream counterpart. Without the influence of Xavier's dream and the Avengers, Pietro instead grows under Magneto's direct guidance, becoming one of the most loyal and capable members of the X-Men resistance. He fights not for fame or personal validation, but to preserve what's left of humanity under Apocalypse's iron rule. Quicksilver's powers remain the same in principle. He can move and react at supersonic speeds. But in the Age of Apocalypse timeline, his abilities are honed to deadly precision, often used in covert strikes and surgical missions. He's not just fast, he's efficient, lethal, and cold when the mission demands it. Yet, unlike his arrogant Earth 616 counterpart, this Pietro is calm, strategic, and deeply committed to the cause. In the Amazing X-Men series, one of the 4 core titles of the Age of Apocalypse saga, Quicksilver plays a central role. He is seen alongside Storm, Dazzler, Banshee, and Iceman, undertaking missions to save human lives from the culling campaigns enforced by Apocalypse's horsemen. His loyalty to Magneto is unwavering, but it's clear he's more than a soldier. He's a leader shaped by necessity. One of the most compelling aspects of AOA Quicksilver is his relationship with his sister, Scarlet Witch, who is murdered early in this timeline by Nemesis, later known as Holocaust. Her death haunts Pietro, fueling his dedication to the resistance and adding emotional depth to his actions. Unlike in the main universe, where Pietro often serves his own interests, this version is driven by loss, love, and the weight of a world on fire. Quicksilver's fate in this timeline is ultimately tragic. As with most heroes in the Age of Apocalypse, victory comes at great cost. Though the timeline is eventually undone, and the mainstream Marvel universe restored, Pietro's role in this alternate future left a lasting impression on fans. He demonstrated that, under different circumstances, Quicksilver could be more than a volatile speedster. He could be a true hero. Since the original crossover, the Age of Apocalypse universe, just Earth 295's, has been revisited multiple times. Quicksilver occasionally reappears in these follow-ups and alternate reality tales, always portrayed as a capable and principled fighter. His evolution in this timeline stands in stark contrast to his more egotistical Prime Universe counterpart, offering a glimpse into the kind of man Pietro could have become under the right, or perhaps wrong, conditions. In a world where speed alone isn't enough to outrun death or destiny, Age of Apocalypse Quicksilver stands as a symbol of adaptation, discipline, and the painful burden of leadership. Stripped of arrogance, sharpened by war, and fueled by justice, he became one of the most compelling reinventions in Marvel's multiverse.